Hello, my lovely dear Libras. So hope you are well. It's like Leos and Libras, my favorite signs in astrology, and Sagittarius. But hope you are doing well. In this video, we will talk about like what is waiting for us in August 2026. It's an eventful month. Why I'm saying this? Because eclipses are back. So eclipses are, if you don't know, are like fated events, kind of the interruption from the divine and the universe to change the course of the life, course of someone's life. And this is quite when we do the big quantum leaping, big jumps in our lives, we want it or not, happening during the eclipse times usually. So this is one of those months. It's, I would say, after February it is again another eventful month of the year. And we will talk like how this eclipse is impacting you directly. Before we are going to there, I would like to remind you, if you like astrology and if you like my style, you might consider to subscribe to my channel. I would be really grateful for that, because it's a new channel, I'm trying to build it up. And in my channel, my style of astrology is more like functional, I would say, because I'm an engineer background. So I believe, whatever we talk should have some practical help to the listener. So if you like, because people can look at astrology in different ways, like more psychological way, more evolutionary perspective, more spiritual way. But my style is like more, how can I help in your day-to-day life, and how you can optimize your behavior so that you can make most of the good aspects and protect yourself as much as possible from the bad ones. And if you also need more guidance, I'm doing one-to-one consultations as well. My email address is below if you are interested with that, so please contact with me. Without further ado, dear Libra, so we will talk about the eclipses. I think if we talk about these two eclipses, we cover all the planetary aspects of the sky for August. The first eclipse is in 12th of August in Leo, 20 degrees, very friendly eclipse, if you ask me, because it has supporting aspect from Saturn, and it has like a basket shape in the sky, which is also very helpful. This eclipse is normally solar eclipses are all about new beginnings, but this is with the south node. So I would say like if you look at the meaning of this eclipse, this is more like leaving some big burden behind, like something like it might be an obstacle, it might be a health issue, anything like that. With this eclipse, starting from this eclipse in the next 6 months, you might release some of the heavy lift from your shoulders. So this is different in different area for different people. We will talk about it. And for you, it is in your 11th house. So 11th house is your biggest dreams in life, like big life goals, getting married, having a job in ABC company, I don't know, living in this city, etc., living in this country. So all these things are like big goals in our life, and this is represented by 11th house. And you have Leo there, so you have big goals. Leo is like thinking big, right? So you should think big about your life goals. And this is making a friendly aspect to your Libra alignments. Because it's a sextile aspect, so one of your goals might be actualized in the next 6 months, starting from this month. So this is quite possible, but you need to also show some effort, because sextile aspects are supporting, but also you can't just, if it is a trine, you can just sit here and it comes to your lap. But if it is sextile, it means you need to show some effort. But if you show the effort, if you like push it a little bit, then the universe is in your side and you might achieve one of your big life goals in the next 6 months of time. It is getting a good trine from Saturn, so it means you might getting help from a partner. If you have a life partner, or if you have a business partner, this person might be a great support. The mature person, this person might be a mature person, a little bit tell you like, okay, don't like make you look more realistic also. And with his help or her help, you might, achieve this goal. So there is a good support from the partner if you have a partner, or like any one-to-one relationship. So to achieve this goal, you might get help from a lawyer, an accountant, as you know, someone you work one-to-one basis, an astrologist. So like a one-to-one relationship with someone is like equal give and take relationship. Then this person also might help you to achieve that life goal. And this life goal might be about not like achieving something new, it might be, you know, getting rid of some of the obstacles or problems in your life. So it might be a long-term thing. And with this help from an expert, like you can, or your partner, you might get rid of this problem. So there is more energy to like focus on your other big goals in life. And at the same time of this eclipse, there is a basket shape, something like this, a basket shape aspect, which I talk about it in July, but this continue this month. And also Mercury is also joining to this. And in this, you know, with these aspects, it is an opportunity. So you can put some kind of, you know, getting the apples from the tree and putting your basket. So what is your apple in this case? So I'm looking the like, it's like a big planetary alignment, and it's your Jupiter and Mercury is also in your like big life goals area. So this is still in the same area. It's very busy this month, and they are having a conjunction. Venus is in your sign, which is making a lovely sextile to this. Like Venus make you more charming, good looking, people more likable. So that's a great help to kind of achieve these goals. This month you will be irresistible, no one can say no to you. So basically, so this is like almost the whole month in Venus is in Libra. It's your ruler, it's in your sign, it's happy there. So she's happy there. So Venus is a female planet even if you are a man. Like you will be very charming, and using your charm or appearance or like the way you talk might help you to open the doors for these goals. And you get a 9th house Uranus help. So there might be an unexpected help might come from abroad. The help might come from a like you know, a sudden acceptance to a university, a higher education, someone really knowledgeable like a professor or something, that you might get some help from that person, a scholarship, something like that. Or if you have like any visa applications, anything related to immigration, that might also work out like better than expected. So there might be an opportunity there. And you have a lot of support from the partner, one-to-one relationships, or as I said, like a one-to-one relationship expert in somehow helping you, like a lawyer or accountant or a consultant. So that person might help you as well. And so the downside of this is like you shouldn't too much fall into romance, or like those things might be a bit distracting you. So you need to like intact your emotions and focus on goals. You know, romance and emotions, they can wait a bit, especially around this eclipse time, more focusing on the goal. So whatever the goal is. So that is kind of like where the opportunity is. It's really lovely for Libras. I really like this solar eclipse. And it is like if it doesn't happen anything in August, it might, but if it doesn't, it's like a 6 months period. But I would say you might get the first signs of this story this month. So this is the biggest one. And the second eclipse is in Pisces. So this is kind of an ongoing theme from last year, last 18 months. And we had like a really destructive eclipses last September, and we get some in February, which was a little better. And this time we are getting the end of that story. And this happened is a lunar eclipse in 5 degrees Pisces, quite emotional. Because it's also also very spiritual, because it's conjuncting a fixed star called Fomahault. Fomahault is representing the archangel Gabriel, so it's like a messenger to the God, like it's very spiritual, important point. And when I look at it, where is it in your chart? It is in your 6th house. So this is more about your day-to-day work, day-to-day life, you know, like the things we do every day, the people we meet every day, like, you know, you wake up, you go to work, you go somewhere, school, etc. So this is like something is finalizing in this area. So some of you might And it's very sudden because it's getting a square from the Uranus, which is in your 9th house. Because of your you might get a lucky break and you might decide to quit. You might get an acceptance from a higher learning university. You might decide to quit your job, or you might get an acceptance to move abroad and you quit your job. So more like higher purpose, more for your personal development. You might quit your day-to-day job if you have a job, or your routine might change because of that. And this is very sudden, but because this is a like very important fixed star involved, it's gonna be feeling sudden. You weren't expecting this, but at the same time, this might be for your higher purpose, for you to be more happier, so you make a choice. If your work is so toxic, it's a good time to quit as well. So it's kind of like finishing something in your daily routine is changing. It might be also related to health. So if you have any ongoing health problems, you might get a solution for that, because it's very like, it's Pisces. This health problem might be related to your psychology or deep suppressed emotions, etc. So they might give you some physical symptoms, so you might get this like healing for those things. It's a very good time to start exercising and building a healthier routine, check in with your nutrition, etc. So very good, like, or if you want to go to any treatment, health treatment, it's also a good time to kind of look for an expert on that one. But it's very related with your psychology. It's always like this for Libras, because Pisces is there. So it's like unconscious, limiting beliefs, unconscious fears, all these things might impact your health, or your fears might impact your health. So you might find a solution for that. It might be really sudden, like someone expert in their area, a health profession, might like suddenly solve this problem for you. So that can happen. When I look at the ruler of this eclipse, it's Jupiter, and trining to be exact trine with Saturn from your 11th to 7th house. So I would say you are getting a lot of help from people who are potentially older than you, who you see as an expert. Trust them, like more trustable, serious people, but you might get some help from them during this eclipse. And as I said, even this changing your routines might help you to achieve your goals in life, because Jupiter is there all year, and especially this month it's very active. It's getting this supporting aspect from Saturn. So like, or one of your goal might be like being more healthy, looking more young, that might be also helpful in that sense. Or because you are fixing a health problem, your energy, maybe you feel very tired and you got some treatment and some test, and you realize it's because something's lacking, and then you get some supplement and you get your energy back, and it can help you to achieve your goals. So I can summarize it that way. So I think we talk everything this month. As you see, it's very fated. So I say to everyone, and I'm saying to you, whatever impulse coming from you, just listen during eclipse time, observe what is happening, digest it, but don't act on it, because during eclipse we might not have all the information we need. There is always a second act during the eclipse time. So even though like you might get, especially in the first eclipse, you might get a big urge to move very fast, but if you can, astrology suggests maybe leave the actions to September and more like digest the information and just observe. Because this is something not like willpower is a bit out of the question during eclipses. It's more like fated events. So let's see what's coming up for you. So I would love to see in the comments, please write what these eclipses are bringing to you. I think they are positive changes for everyone. Nevertheless, it's a change. It's never easy for human beings, but I see especially if you are not happy with your current life, I guess it's a blessing. And yeah, let me know. And if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up, and see you in the next video.